first crop, citrus, pest and diseases of citrus. Wait a minute. Okay, pest of citrus. The first pest is citrus butterfly. Do you identify this in your home garden? I think it's a common pest in the citrus cultivation. The citrus butterfly is Papilio and Papilio. You can see the Papilio is a swallowtail. You see here the swallow is on the hind ring, and the Papilio is the citrus butterfly. It lacks the swallowtail. This is the order Lepidoptera and the family Papilionidae. The destructive stage of this pest is the larva. Caterpillars voraciously feed on the leaf lamina. You see here the caterpillar eat the leaf and it left the midrib only. You can see or you can observe this type of destructive in the citrus family. The eggs are laid singly on the tender leaves. They are light yellow in color. The early insta larva resembles bird dropping. This is the early insta of larva and it looks like the bird dropping, right? Osmatorium is the horn-like structure. Here you can observe, right? This emits the defensive secretion when disturbed. The total life cycle is about 23 to 45 days. Am I audible to you?
Yes,
Yes,
miss.
miss.
Okay. This is the life stages. Here you see the light yellow egg and the bird dropping like early instars, and these are the late larval instars, caterpillar. The pupa type is chrysalis. This is very important in your sport exam. They will place it and you have to identify this, and then only you can answer for the rest of the question, right? The chrysalis pupa is hanging by a silken thread from the tree twigs or under the leaf surfaces. The adult butterfly is a very attractive one. Let's see what are the damages are caused by this pest. Early instars feed on the fresh leaves and the terminal shoots. So the early instars feed on the terminal shoot and the late instars feed on the mature leaves. They feed voraciously from the margin to the midrib. So the midrib will be remain after the complete feeding. The heavily attacked plants may defoliate. How can we manage this pest? Hand picking and destroying of larvae, spray neem extract at 3%, field release of parasitoid. You studied about parasitoid, right? In the entomology and earlier pest. Did you study?
Yes, miss.
May I know what are the parasitoids or what type of parasitoids are there?
Egg parasitoid, larval parasitoid.
Parasitoid.
Okay. And spraying of BT. Do you have any idea regarding spraying of BT? BT is Bacillus thuringiensis. It's a bacteria, soil-borne bacteria, which is sprayed to the foliage or the aerial surface of the plant, right? This secretes or this produces the crystal-like protein, and when the BT is consumed by the larvae, it produces the crystal-like structure in its gut. Then the larva will be killed. And for your discussion part, you have to include, please note it down. how BT work in insect gut. Have you done? Have you noted down?
Yes, miss.
Okay, you have to differentiate the insect gut and the human or other reptiles and how it works only in the insect gut, right? Did you got my point?
Yes, miss.
The second pest is fruit sucking moth. This is Othrace materna and Othrace phallonica. How can you differentiate? Any idea?
By
Based
the
on the
use of the hind wing spot.
Sorry?
The hind wing spot is the kidney shape and the round shape, miss.
Right, good. So it's the order Lepidoptera and the Noctidae. Destructive stage is moth. Early the destructive stage is larva. Here the moth is the destructive one. It's a polyphagous pest, guava and pomegranate. I will not teach you in the guava and pomegranate section. So you have to write it again, right? Eggs are spherical and they are laid singly on the weed host. Larva is bright orange color with yellow spot on speckled body. Speckled mean the numerous number of spots appear on the body. You can see, many number of spots present in the bright colored larva, and the larva is semi-looper. The damage and symptoms of this pest are adult moth pierces the fruit to suck the juice, right? So it makes characteristic pinhole damage in fruits. When you are observing, you can observe small pinholes in the fruit's surface. Through the hole, bacterial and fungal infection starts, and this is called the secondary infection, right? When the pest is attacked, thereafter the fungal and bacteria start their infection. It causes the premature fruit drop. How can we manage the pest is, we can use the light traps to attract the adult because they are nocturnal, right? And we can remove the host plants, they are weeds, and we can collect and destruct the fallen fruits. This is not only for these, almost all pests. It's very important to collect and destruct the affected parts. And smoking can be made in the evenings. The third pest is citrus leaf miner. This is the order Lepidoptera and the family Phylloxnistidae. The fully grown larva is about 0.5 millimeter. The damage is the larva feed by creating shallow tunnels. You can observe here, right? Or the mines in the young leaf. You can find the gully-like structure or a silvery epidermis can be observed in the leaf surface. The older leaves become brownish pattern and they show a brownish pattern in the older leaves and causing them to curl and look distorted. Here you can observe the curl and distorted leaves. The fourth pest is the citrus bark-eating caterpillar, order Lepidoptera and the family Coccidae, female oviposit under loose bark in clusters. The larval period lasts for 9 to 10 months. It's about 9 to 10 months. It means the long larval period. So the larva remains in the bark, and for this much of time, they are doing the destructive action to the plant. The pupation within the wood, the pupation period is 3 to 4 weeks. So you can guess how much this is destructive to the plant. Damage symptoms are, you can observe the large dark brown ribbon-like webs. You see here, ribbon-like webs. The larva bores into the trunk and interfere with the translocation. So the plant translocation will be damaged. Due to that, plant will be died. The fifth one is the citrus thread mite. This is the suborder Prostigmata, family Tetranychidae. What are the damage and symptoms of this pest? Is the adult ant needs feeding on leaf and fruit. The tiny gray or silvery spots, it called russetling, you can observe. The infestation is higher in leaves rather than the fruit. Severe infestation can lead to the premature leaf fall and it causes the dieback and decrease the vigor of the plant. And in your discussion part, you have to mention the control or management practices of citrus red mite, right? Will you?
Okay, Miss.
Only one is responding, right? Others are in inactive stage. The sixth one is black fly. This is the from the order Hemiptera, and the eggs are laid in spherical pattern. You observe here. The eggs are laid in a spherical pattern on the lower leaf surface. The nymph's body is glossy black with spines stouter, pupa ovate and glossy black with marginal fringe on white wax. The adult is covered with a fine wax powder, so it looks like a bluish in appearance, right? It sucks the damage is it sucks the nutrient from the foliage, so which weakens the plant. They are sap feeders. They absorb the nutrient. The plant will become so weak. The diseases of the citrus. The first one is gummosis. Did you heard about it? Anybody observed in your home garden or any other places? People are silent. The symptoms are the dark staining of bark at the base. You can observe while I'm telling you can observe this picture, right? The dark staining of bark can be observed at the base. The bark in the such part dries, strings, cracks, and shreds lengthwise. You observe this, the lengthwise shredding. The continuous or the exudation of gum can be observed from the affected bark. The infection extends to crown root. Crown root, do you know what is crown root? You have to refer, right? You are not responding, so you have to refer. Prior to the death, plant blooms heavily and dies before it matures. So this is no use because the much blooming and dying of in immature stage is waste of nutrients and it reduces the economic value of the crop. How can we manage this? Before that, you observe here the gummosis. The gum-like substance is exudated from the bark, and the affected branches seems dead. How can we manage the disease? Is we can apply Borax mixture, right? And the adequate drainage, because in the waterlogging condition, the pest and disease incidence is high, right? As it is bacteria or fungus, it's favorable to the pest infestation, and have to avoid the injuries during the cultural operation, because during the cultural operations there may be injuries are possible to the plant or bark, so have to avoid such injuries. The second disease is scab. It's caused by the Yersinia fauceti. The damage and symptoms are it attacks leaves, twigs, and fruits. Semi-translucent spot become as sharply elevated pustules. You have to have more better understanding the sharply elevated pustules. You will be confused with scab and the next disease canker. So have a better understanding. and the flat or somewhat depressed at the center. You see here, the roughened crust is around the depressed center. Can you observe here? You see
Yes,
this?
Miss.
Okay. And later, leaf become distorted, wrinkled, and misshapen. The premature drop of fruits can be expected. This is the infestation in the infection in the fruit, and this is from the picture from the leaf, right? You have, I'm telling again, you have to much clear. Flat or somewhat depressed at center and roughened crust-like appearance around the center, right? The fourth one is canker. This is caused by Xanthomonas species. The symptoms are initially water-soaked round yellow spots. Water-soaked round yellow spot. Enlarge slightly, then turn to brown color. You see here, initially they are yellow spots, then they turn to brown. And this is seems like water-soaked one. In that scab, you have to compare scab and canker, right? The localized sunken lesion with corky layer in leaf lesions are typically circular with yellow halo. Severe lesions may collapse to form patchy appearance. You see here, single spots join together to form a patchy appearance. And the defoliation may occur. How can we manage the disease is have to control the leaf miner, because the leaf miner attack leads to this disease, and windbreak can reduce the spread and severity, because the windbreak reduces the velocity of the wind. So the force or the chance of infestation is reduced. You have to refer more on this, right? Have to prune badly infected twigs before the onset of monsoon. This is practiced in almost all the disease management to remove the inoculum from the cultivation. The fifth one is citrus tristeza virus disease. This is called CTV. The vector is Toxoptera citidea. This is the vector. The symptoms are vein clearing. You can observe the vein clearing in this picture. The vein clearing is observed mostly in the young leaves. Gradual dropping of leaves and the defoliation is observed. The defoliated branches or twigs looks like dieback disease, right? In sweet orange, honeybee combing like interface can be observed. These interfere the translocation. Trees with stem pitting are stunted. The management practices are for sweet orange and mandarin, avoid susceptible rootstock. Usually we have to have resistant or less susceptible rootstock to avoid such disease and diseases, right? For acid lime, use seedling pre-immunized with mild strain of Tristeza. So the selection of cultivar is very important in managing this disease. The dieback, this is caused by environmental stress, disease, or pest, but this is also reported by the pathogen Colostotrichum. The symptoms are the extensive necrosis start from the tip. You observe here, the necrosis is start from the top. Then the shredding of upper foliage is visible and the branches and twigs may die. This is called dieback because it starts from the tip. The management practices are yearly pruning, because I already mentioned that the already affected plant parts may be the reason for the further infestation, right? And removal of dead, damaged, disease parts have to be removed, and the overcrowding of branches also a favorable condition for the disease infection. Do you have any doubts or you need any clarification regarding the pest and diseases of citrus? In the absence of questions, I will move to the pest and diseases of pomegranate, right? Pest of pomegranate, the first one is a pomegranate butterfly. This is very important pest in Sri Lanka. You can observe this in the home gardens and the cultivated areas. This seems called blue butterfly, and this have a unique identification. The symptoms of damages are the caterpillar bores into young fruit, feed on internal content of the fruit. So the quality of the fruit is destroyed. The pulp and seed will be destroyed. And the fruit rotting and dropping also recorded. How can we identify this pest? The larva is dark brown, short and stout, covered with short hairs. Adult is bluish brown butterfly. You can observe a bluish pattern or bluish shade in the wings. Female have V-shaped patch on the forewing. And let's see how can we manage this pest. Collect and destroy damaged fruit, as I mentioned earlier. Clean cultivation to overcome alternate host. So removal of alternate host is very important. Endemic areas, it means the frequent reporting of disease. The area where this pest is reported frequently, they have to plant more less susceptible, in other words, the resistant varieties, right? We have to cover the fruit with polythene bags when the fruits are up to 5 centimeters. The polythene bag is not always recommended. We can have different type of bag, and in your discussion, you have, please note it down. In your discussion part, you have to describe about, or you have to write about the types of bags used for bagging of fruits, right? And we can use the light trap for the monitoring purpose of the adult, and we can release the trichogramma at 1 lakh per acre. The parasitoids can be used. The second pest is tail mealybug. The symptom is premature fruit drop. You can observe white color bulks around the fruit or near to the flowers, right? How we can identify this pest? The nymphs are yellowish to pale white color, and the adult is covered with white waxy secretions. A pair of wax filament at the caudal end can be observed. And the management practices are have to collect and destroy the infested plant parts, remove the alternate host, release Cryptolaemus beetles at 10 per tree. Diseases of pomegranate are the fruit rot. Fruit rot can be caused by anthracnose, aspergillus, and penicillium. Dieback already we studied in detail. So its causal agent is Pleuropleconema species or Xanthospora phylostica. Cause for fruit cracking, but not fully understood. The reason for the fruit cracking is not yet fully understood. However, it is suspected to be a physiological disorder. So I already told, no, dieback can be due to the pest attack, disease, or the environmental stress. The third one is Cercospora fruit spot caused by Cercospora species. The symptoms are in affected fruits, small irregular black spots. You can observe. You see here small irregular black color spots. Later on, they join together to form big spots. And how can we manage the pest is the diseased fruits should be collected and destroyed. This is the common practice for all pests and diseases, right? And the fungicide application at recommended level, but application of fungicide should be responsible. The fourth disease is Alternaria fruit spot, and I'm telling here you have to have a better understanding on Cercospora fruit spot and the Alternaria fruit spot. In your discussion part, you have to differentiate both, right? You got it? Anyone please respond?
Yes, miss.
Yes,
Got
miss.
it.
Okay, thank you. And the symptoms are small reddish brown circular spots. Earlier we differentiate that one. Here, small reddish brown. There we observe the black color. Is it visible to you? Small reddish brown circular spots appear on the fruit. Then in the advanced stage, it stays together to form large patches. This is the initial stage with the reddish brown circular spot, and in later on it formed the large spots, right? During the infection, the fruits start rotting and aerials become pale and unfit for consumption. Aerials in the sense where the edible part of the pomegranate, it become pale and unfit for consumption. And the management practices is all the affected fruits should be collected and destroyed, and have to have a field sanitation. This is very important in managing the diseases. Do you have any doubt in pomegranate pest and disease, or you need more clarification regarding the pests and diseases?
Excuse me, miss.
Yes.
Miss, in tail mealybug, here the management, we remove the alternate host. In call crops, we use the alternate crop as the cover crop. What is the difference between these two?
Can you please repeat your question?
The management of tailed mealybug, we use the alternate, we remove the alternate host. In the call crop management, we use the alternate crop as a cover crop, like mustard. What is the difference between these two management practices? Why here we remove and...
Because in pomegranate, the alternative host can be weeds or other plants. Are you telling in call crop they are using alternate crops as cover crops?
Yeah, yes, miss. Mustard that we use, miss.
I'm not clear in your question. I will give, what's your number? I will send you a mail.
Okay, miss.
Okay. What's your number? Index number.
AG 1242.
1242, right. Thank you. I will let you know, right? Because
Okay.
I'm not confident enough to teach you that. Any questions? Shall I move to the guava pest and diseases?
Okay, miss.
The pest of guava, The first one is a fruit fly. You already studied in many crops, no? The female pierces the mature fruit and lays the egg. The larvae feed on the flesh, causing the secondary infection, and finally rotting of fruit can be seen. And how can we manage this pest is covering the immature fruits, because this is to prevent the entry of the pest into the fruit, and harvesting before full maturity. Here you have to note it down. You have to have a discussion on the reason to harvest the guava before full maturity is what. Why the guava is harvested before the full maturity to avoid the fruit fly. In your discussion part, you have to write. And destroying, did you note it?
Yes,
Student?
miss.
And the destroying of ripened fruits fallen on the ground. This is because the pupation pupation occurs in the soil, no? So for that, we have to remove the ripened fruits fallen on the ground and have to use traps containing methyl eugenol. Methyl eugenol is a pheromone used to attract what? Male or female? The methyl eugenol is used to attract which one? Female fruit fly or male fruit fly? Nobody?
Male fly.
Okay, good. The diseases are, the first one is the anthracnose. The symptom is observed in the mature fruits on the trees. The characteristic symptom is sunken. You can observe this picture, the sunken, dark colored necrotic lesions, right? Under humid condition, the necrotic lesions become covered with pinkish spore masses. This is because the humid condition is favorable for the anthracnose fungi. So it produces the spore on the infected area. The characteristic symptom is very important in the sense of identification of pest and diseases in your spot exam, right? The management practice is the use of resistant cultivars provides the most efficient tactic in disease management. Guava rust. Have you heard about the guava rust recently in Sri Lanka? This was a major disease during the past years in Sri Lanka. It affects the foliage, young shoot, and inflorescence and the fruit of guava. It causes the distortion, defoliation, reduced growth, and if severe, it causes mortality. Initially, it caused the distortion, defoliation, and the reduction in the growth of the plant, right? If the condition is severe, the mortality will be there. On fully expanded leaves, the dark bordered, roughly circular brown lesions with yellow halos can develop. The symptoms are very important to identify the disease sample in your spot exam. And the management practices are scouting of fields for fungicide application, because scouting is very important to identify the level of pest attack. Without knowing the level of pest attack, application of fungicide is no meaning, right? So the scouting of field is done to evaluate the pest incidents and the level of pest attack. Then only the fungicide application is recommended. Proper fertilization, irrigation, pruning and sanitation is done to achieve a healthy, vigorously grown tree, because a healthy, vigorous tree is less vulnerable to the disease pressures. Any questions? these are not only these are only the disease and pest of crops we studied today, but the important pest related to Sri Lanka is given. If you wish, you can study more, but the management practice is not limited to this. You can refer more and you can write in your practical book for your knowledge, right? Any questions? So anyone can give me the answer. What's the difference between Othrace materna and Phallonica? Anybody?
Others materna, the hind wing having the round shaped spot, and the Phlonica have the kidney shaped spot.
Okay. And any other one can give me the answer for the type of bags used for bagging of fruits? Or what kind of bags are used in the bagging? Not only these three crops, commonly, what are the types of bags are used? Anyone, please?
Brown color paper bag. That
Can you
is
repeat?
special.
I'm not audible to you. Can you repeat?
That is using Tom JC covering.
Yeah, what
That
kind
is
of
using
bag?
for special covering bag for brown color.
Yeah, brown color what? Which material?
Paper bag.
Paper bags. Other things for bagging of vegetable crops like snake gourd. In snake gourd, they are practicing bagging, no?
Nylon bag, plastic bags, miss.
Okay,
Transparent bags.
okay. And in home garden level, what we are using, we can use newspapers, no? Isn't it?
Yes, miss.
Okay. And can you tell me why BT is not effective or why BT is not working in human body? Anybody?
Because of the acidic nature, miss, in our body.
Can you tell me elaborately?
The Bt bacteria only works in the alkaline condition. Our body contain the highly acidic nature. Because of that will be inactive.
Okay, good. And can you differentiate, not this person, any other? Can you differentiate Cercospora fruit spot and Alternaria fruit spot?
Cercospora fruit spot, it have the irregular black spots in the small amount. In the alternaria spot, it was contained the reddish brown small spots in the fruits.
Okay. Any clarification? Any clarification you need further? Or shall we wind up? Or can anybody list out the pest of citrus? Anybody?
Citrus butterfly, miss.
Hmm.
Then fruit sucking moth and citrus leaf miner, citrus bark eating caterpillar, citrus red mite, black fly, miss.
Okay. And in your writing part, you have to include all the part I mentioned in the discussion, right? And if you wish, you can add more on management practices by searching in the websites or books. Here I didn't mention about the chemical control because we are not recommending the chemical control, no? And did you study IPM?
Yes, miss.
Yes,
Okay.
my
Okay, then you have a better understanding, no? The management, the chemical is not the sole source for controlling the pest and diseases. Any clarification or shall we wind up? Is it enough?
Okay, miss.
Okay, then I will share the slides with your rep. You can get it.